Welcome everybody to this wonderful full moon. I've just done half of a full moon reading and realized I hadn't pushed the on button. So if this is the energy that we're bringing through at this stage, hold onto your hats. This is a very intense full moon and I'm already finding myself scrabbling to catch up as the wind pumps outside and the feeling of things are about to change and shift and move. Yeah, we need to hang on to our hats here, quite literally. So, full moon is on Wednesday, the 26th. So, and as it's a particularly powerful moon, I've actually changed the way I'm doing the reading, which is always a good thing. And one of the things about this full moon is bringing in change. So, it's a very powerful full moon. Full moons always bring a feeling of fullness. Full moons are always a time, unless it is an emergency, to stay away from surgery. The blood, the waters in our body respond so hugely to the influence of the moon, and as it comes to its fullness, we move with it. Take care of yourselves through this week. The virus is probably going to get bigger, stronger, pull on everybody. Take your precautions, be aware, be careful. You will be safe as long as you take your care. So just be a lot more aware. Just generally speaking, with the full moon, that's a time when light is being shone on everything that we don't. Secrets are being revealed. So take care. Your secrets as well as everybody else. Everything starts coming up. This is a time when the light is shone on the new ideas that you want to express and expose. And the supermoon, because it's so much closer, and the Sagittarius full moon is a supermoon for us, everything becomes stronger and more intense. So we need tools to deal with this. A full moon is always strong. A supermoon pulls far more strongly on everything. It pulls those secrets out from much deeper spaces, but it also helps you to find new ideas, new ways of going forward. It is a time of extreme high energy and, of course, intense moods, swinging from one to the other. Hold yourself, take care of yourself, bring yourself back to your center. Don't try not to react to everything. If others are reacting and are very intense, try to take a breath before speaking. Try to just find that quiet center when you realize everything that's been said is not about you, reflecting about you. It's things that people are needing to express. Remember, secrets are coming out. Remember that new ideas are also being expressed. The full moon is a time where we're hoping that the cycle is coming to fruition or completion of its essence. It's a time when the intentions we put forward in the new moon and have come through the first quarter are now in their time of fullness, of beauty, of strength. And we always have hoped and have planned that the intentions we put forward are now showing themselves in their true light. And then we can start looking as we go into the last quarter as to which of those didn't really suit us, which of those did suit us, and then deciding how to go ahead with that. The full moon itself is also hopefully a time for us all to anchor in our maturity and our wisdom. Obviously something we always gather for, and as I particularly get older, hoping that it's coming closer and closer, but it is what it is, and it is very much a time of being very aware. And remember that the full moon might be Wednesday itself, but its energy is already starting to be felt. Tomorrow already, Tuesday, it's high. Wednesday, it's at its peak. Thursday, it's still very high, and then only it starts to move, to quieten down as the moon wanes and the energies start to let go. So illnesses, pains, the things that are uncomfortable to be with are very likely to get more. That's okay. Just know it passes, and know that with it come many gifts of being able to find the new ideas, see the new ways. So today I've picked a card for the full moon, the fact that we have a full moon on Wednesday. Very, very interesting, because this theme is going to come up again and again during this full moon reading. This is full moon card. This is card number 4. This card basically says to you, be very, very careful that you surround yourself with people and things and situations that serve you. Those old repeated things in your head of not good enough, don't deserve, everything like that has been holding you back for so long, that needs to go as well. You need to look carefully. Everything that comes up in your life, does this honor you? Does this not honor you? Does this serve you? Does this not serve you? This is the time when you really, really need to put yourself first. It's a time of clearing. Full moon, all this is coming. It's going to be much more visible to you. You're going to be much more aware of that doesn't serve you. And now is the very perfect time to let it go in gratitude and love for the lessons, what you've learned through it, how you've grown through it, but you don't need to keep carrying it with you. It really is time to let it go. This is this particular card has the 2 eagles. Whenever the eagles come up, it's talking about how to step back into your personal power. This is not an ego thing. This is not where I'm better than everybody else. I'm more, it's more spiritual, more affluent, more whatever it is. This is about who you really are. Are you showing who you are? Or are you trying to hide or make yourself look less than, or make yourself look prettier because those around you don't necessarily agree with what? Have the courage to just be who you are. You will find that generally speaking, you get far less flack from others if you are just quietly yourself. It's when you're defensive about yourself that you start attracting the feeling of attack from other quarters. So take care of yourself. Fly high. Know who you are. The symbol, this has come from a design on a tortoise shell, and this here talks about being connected, deeply connected to Mother Earth at the same time as you're flying high with who you are. Remember, you chose to incarnate now. You chose to see all this through. You came because your vibration was needed at this time. You acknowledged that. So you're not here by mistake. Accept that and feel deeply rooted to Mother Earth. She has so much to give you, to share with you, to be with you. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And at the same time, you're connected to Great Spirit. High in the sky, you're flying. Nothing can stop you. As long as you are being authentic, as long as you are letting go of what no longer serves you. And you know, this can come even as close as looking at what the clothes you have in your cupboard. If you've bought a beautiful outfit because you felt sorry for yourself after having an argument with somebody, that beautiful outfit, those beautiful clothes will only ever hold the energy of the anger and the hurt. They will never make you feel good. So look at everything very carefully in your life now. Okay? Then the moon, the full moon is Sagittarius. Sagittarius has its own energy, as each of the full moons do. This is when our Taurian sun is shining on the moon, and the moon's in Sagittarius. So we have this dichotomy. You always have the balance of the one against the other. But Sagittarius is a sign that doesn't like borders and commitment. It likes to have adventure and fun. So take care, another bit of warning. This intense energy is quite likely to make you feel you want to ditch all your responsibilities, throw it away, go and live on a desert island, be done with it, or walk away from your responsibilities. We are here. We need to deal with what is lovely. Let's go take that holiday if you possibly can. If any airlines will let you on, fantastic, go for it. Especially coming from South Africa, we don't seem to be very popular anywhere around the world right now. So you are here, and as much as you would love to travel, as much as you'd like to ditch the fact that you have responsibilities you have to care for every day, and the Sagittarian moon is going to bring this stronger. And because it's a full moon and a blood moon, stronger still. So be aware It is the energy. So turn that into something good. Look to something that excites you and gives you passion, and start moving with that as well. Bring that into your life rather than ditching everything you have. It doesn't serve. So the card for Sagittarius energy specifically, card 24. That talks. It's a 6. 2 and a 4 is a 6, so it comes to heart energy, Venus energy. It's very much about relationships. It's very much about your relationship with yourself, as well as relationships with others, relationship to nature, relationship to abundance. What is your relationship? And the message here in the Sagittarian, where we might be inclined to ditch it all and run away and find something different, this says, stop and celebrate. Celebrate everything you have. Look at the divine perfection in everything that looks like imperfection. I have a wonderful friend that says, how do you know you're supposed to be here? Because you are. So take away that longing to think you should be doing something else. Try and take the word should out of your vocabulary. Just celebrate. What you have today is the most beautiful gift. Who you are today is the most beautiful gift of Great Spirit. We are so protected by our guides. We are so held in love. We can only dance in joy and celebration at everything that we have. Celebrate who you are. Celebrate your relationship with yourself. Know that you are more than enough. You are exactly as you needed to be. If you look back at if this moon now shines light on secrets you've kept hidden and things you feel shameful about, just remember, in that moment of making that choice, doing that thing, it was the best thing you could think of at the time. So have compassion for yourself, as well as joy in yourself. Be kind, be loving to yourself first, and that will overflow to being kind and loving and enjoyment and joy. It's about life, excitement. Then the moon is not only a full moon, it's not only a super moon, but it's a blood moon because we have the eclipse. So what does that do to a eclipse? Spring is a harbinger of change. And again, we hear the word change, and it opens new ways, almost like opening portals in your life. Watch what comes past you and look at what it's opening up in your life for you. Even the difficult things. What is actually opened in your life by this coming into your sphere? It is something. It's a time that propels you towards to your goals. So, are the goals that you've set for yourself the ones you really want? Have a look at those goals. Make sure that those goals serve you. Remember this first card. Time to ditch what no longer serves you. So in the goals you've set for yourself, are you doing stuff for yourself, or are you only doing for others, feeling that you're not worthy and that everything is for everybody else? Please remember, this is a really, really, really important time to take care of you. Again, the eclipse brings in an energy of a need to let go of what no longer serves. And it's also a time of cleansing and setting new intentions, which is an amazing thing because it darkens as the moon darkens in exactly the same way, with the same energy that a new moon is. So at the full moon, we also have the energy of the new moon. So it's also a time for new intentions and new ways and renewal. And the intentions that you set at this full moon and this eclipse last for 3 months. So it's something that you can take further, take with you wherever you go. So remember, at the same time as things coming to fruition and to fullness, you also are starting a new journey for the next 3 months. So if we're now in end of May, June, July, August, it takes you all the way to the end of August. And that brings us almost in the southern hemisphere to spring, the northern hemisphere to autumn. So more energies, different energies are coming forward at this time. What the eclipses do is also bring closer the greater cosmic plan. So be open to that. Don't have a preconceived idea of what your goals have to look like and how they have to see and what the cosmic plan for you is. It isn't your decision, the cosmic plan. We enjoy the fact that we are part of the cosmic plan. We don't actually make it. We do create the way in which we respond to it. That's what's really important. So the card that specifically for the eclipse, card number 1, beautiful card. It's a card of creation. It's eagle. Here we are talking. It's the second eagle card. This is the one again coming into your authentic power. The message of this card is I am that I am. Now you remember, this is intentions you're setting in a full moon. I am that I am. So whatever you see around you is a mirror of who you are. Spirit's way of speaking to you is bringing discord into your life so that you can see what it is you are mirroring. Accept it with grace and acknowledge that I am that I am, and I am also that. So I am everything, and in that you fly. And then all the turquoise in the wings, that speaks of flying with trust, trusting Great Spirit, trusting your guides, trusting your journey. Continually not fighting against what is. Total acceptance of what is. Remember, we spoke about the perfection of the perceived imperfection. From our little viewpoint, it is imperfection, but in the great cosmic plan, there is no imperfection. We are doing exactly what our guides knew we would be doing and how we are doing it, and we do it with love, compassion for self first, which then overflows into others. And this is really important. This is a very creative time. And remember, this is new intentions for 3 months. Be creative. This stays with you and works its way through for 3 months. So it's not just a 28-day cycle. This is a very strong cycle. And it really is a time. Again, get rid of anything that says that you're not good enough for anything. It's not about you are perfection. You are exactly as you are supposed to be, and there's very much a time. Losing my word. The eclipse is very much about having the courage to leave your comfort zone, because comfort zones don't serve us. They might be very comfortable for a while, but they really don't do anything for us in the long run. So we're then looking towards, we always speak about the full moon comes to fruition, and then in order to clear it all properly, to be able to assess it, to see what worked, what doesn't work, we need to come back into balance when we come. I think it was June the 2nd is the last quarter. So we're almost, in a week's time, we're in the next month. Goodness, can we believe we're actually halfway through this year? Where has it gone? It is, I can't even find where it's gone. It just seems to be amazing. Coming into balance, that's when the moon is half in light, half in dark. That's when we are needing to balance the masculine energies and the feminine energies within us. It's got nothing to do with that's what's outside of us. It's what's happening within you. Are you really feeling something is right in your body before you take action on it, or are you just driving ahead because you've been taught that success looks like that and that's a straight line you must follow? What is your body? What are your emotions? What is your feeling that guides you? What are your guides giving you nudges about? What is going on? Card here, number 12. Another beautiful card. Now we're speaking about the owl. Now that we're talking about your own inner divine wisdom. This is where you trust your messages, trust that your guides are there, trust your journey, understanding that you, in this time to come into balance, be aware of what's going around you, because actually it's time to acknowledge that you can tell, you understand what is happening behind the situations in front of you. What you're being presented with isn't always the truth, but you can see through it. In this time of balance, you can see through it very well. Because why? Because you can feel it in your body, you acknowledge it, and you can take action on it. And this says to you, the time for victimhood is over. You can't be a victim if you've always been in the right divine place. And how do you know you're in this, you're supposed to be here? Well, because you are. So understand that you are not a victim of what other people have done to you. You are here because it's the correct place for your soul on this day at this time. Difficult or easy, hard or enjoyable, it is as it is. And this says to you, bear in mind that carrying that inner wisdom out into the world, it overflows. And as you flap your wings, as you move through the day, the mere flapping of the wings creates the beautiful colors of your reality and for those around you. Because remember, when you are uplifted, you influence everybody around you. When you are down, you pull everybody down with you. You know that from being with people that pull you down. You really need, it's harder to keep your vibrations high around people that are energy draining and pulling you down. But know that every time you flap your wings, every breath you take, everything you do lifts the energy and creates those beautiful colors of your reality and keeps you in your inner wisdom, your divine wisdom, so that you know. And just to finish off, I always like to do the challenge card. The actual full moon is on the 26th. That brings, what is the challenge we're going to face on Wednesday? Amazing. It's the card of you are enough. That's a challenge. And that's such a lovely ending to this reading, which has all been about who you really are and accepting yourself for who you are. It's a time for, it's not a time for codependency. It is not a time to be leaning on others. This is where you remember that you have all you need to take you forward. It brings you into balance. You don't look for somebody that completes you. You need to be complete and fine and walk side by side with others, friends, relationships, parents. Fill yourself, fill yourself, fill yourself. Get all the support you do get all the support you need, but you need to make the journey. Your guides are there. Everything is set up for you, but you can't just sit back and wait for others to step in and sort it out. You need to step forward. You are enough. It's also all these circles is just a reminder that try not to have a different mask for all different personas. Don't be one person as a parent, another as a child, another as a sibling, another as a friend, another as a work colleague. Work from that deep place of spiritual being, of knowing that you're divinely connected, that you are a gift of divine spirit, of great spirit, and you are supported by Mother Earth. Do it from that space, everything from the one space. Keep your balance, stay grounded. And on that note, goodbye and thank you very much, and hold your hat. Here comes the full moon. Bye.